Welcome to episode number 16 of this Benny J Madden 20 Face of the Franchise series. And today, we are playing the Chicago Bears in Week 17. Season finale here. Remember, for franchise career mode and here in Face the Franchise, winning a Super Bowl or not this upcoming 2020 season for all three of those. I'm not going to do another season because then it's going to be in the baseball season has started yet, but I have to do another 8 episodes in all of them, possibly. Most 5s, that'll be 15, but if it's 8 in all of them, that's 24 episodes. So really, I mean, after this, I mean, you might see a plain out name here or there. You might not. And then the next episode will be the day Madden 21 comes out, so sorry about that, but really, I mean, I can't port this over. You want to do that over the show. You can't port it in any other NHL, NBA, NHL, NBA, Madden. You can't port over. So we're 15-0. Obviously, I realize the Buccaneers signed Tom Brady. On number 7, I'm not drafted by the Buccaneers, based the franchise, which I've seen. I've seen someone else at school. I was talking about him. And then it was I think it was like the principal's son or something. He had to but he doesn't film it, but I know it was someone at school that got drafted by the Buccaneers as well, but no video, like people that do videos, because he doesn't do videos, got drafted by the Buccaneers. Everyone else got drafted by like the Jets. I mean, there's this Eli Mack, he's done like 100 episodes, and now he's still playing. T.D. Barrett's also playing, but he's also playing over the show. When he's doing franchise with his wife about he's running back and wide receiver, and she's quarterback, and then the Panthers, so T.D. Barrett and T.D. Barrett too is on the show 20. So he's still doing that in April. And I'm finally doing Madden, obviously I know it's season and here in Face the Franchise career mode and franchise. Which the playoffs, I mean, this could be this weekend for franchise. Yeah, let's play the 7 and 8 Bears. We're 15-0. 8:20 p.m. Eastern at Soldier Field in Chicago, Illinois. Sunday Night Football, last regular season day. In week 16 and 17, you play division. I guess it doesn't apply here in Madden because we're not in the same division. We're in the same conference, but not the same division. And tomorrow should be Henry Down, episode number 3. And I'm not sure about Thursday, and honestly Friday is Good Friday, and then Saturday, Holy Saturday, and Sunday is Easter Sunday. And obviously Thursday's Holy Thursday, Friday's Good Friday, Saturday's Holy Saturday, and obviously Sunday is Easter Sunday. And I guess there's Easter Monday, which is the day after Easter. So yeah, 3-minute quarters. They'll be up the 6th. Well, I never switched from the 3rd franchise, but I did for career mode and Face the Franchise. They'll be back the 6th for career mode and Face the Franchise, and I did the playoffs. But we're on at the bye. I'll show you, or I didn't show you for franchise, but I did show you for career mode. I'll show you for Face the Franchise. So we're playing the divisional round. After I play this, hey, stick/simulate training. Here we go. So prime time, we're in 86, they're in 84. That's your hands, let's look at the uniforms. Yeah, just away uniforms for us, current home uniforms for the Bears. Here we go. I was done in my last video. Hopefully it's not this video and the title of it was Madden 20 was bad because I haven't played before the last episode. I haven't played it or filmed it in a month. Let's watch the presentation. John Coachman. Last regular season name of the 2020 season. Last regular season name. Last name in the 2020 regular season.
I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
Well, the good news, Coach, is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold to be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago
they win this game, our perfect season's over, or undefeated season's over, and they go 500, 8-8. They're not made in the playoffs, I think. Sunday primetime, last regular season game in the 2020. Last game in the 2020 regular season. I'm 87 overall, 23 years old, 6'4", 220 pounds. Started I started as a 22-year-old. If I started in college at 18, 19, 20, 21, yeah, I guess if I started at college at 18, which is kind of, well, that's college. And then 22, I started in the NFL. Obviously now I'm 23. This is my second NFL season. And it's gonna be my second and last. I'm not gonna retire, but like after this, I'm not gonna go to the off season. I did to the 2021 preseason. So here we go. As the Eagles got shut out 35-0 and ended up 7-9. Cardinals ended up 5-11, which I mean I forgot what it was, somewhere around there in real life. But remember, this is 2020. But the Cardinals got shut out. That guy's wide open. That's Evans, just standing at like almost the first down marker. 18 yards, first down Tampa Bay. Kansas City won 20-14 over Atlanta, but they ended up going 6-10, so no playoffs for them. Really, I mean, probably tops they did 9-7. I mean, that should be a wild card team or a division winner if it's one of those weak divisions like the NFC West and East. Well, in real life it was NFC East who was a weak division, but here in Madden it seems like it's the NFC West and the NFC East for the two most weak divisions in the NFC and the whole NFL. And my mom is working right across the 2-388 my office. Like the TV's in the back right quadrant, so she's working like right behind that wall, which is like you can kind of see the edge of it sometimes. Kind of, if I stop kind of for a second, here through the wall. See? Here right now. It's 7-0, minute 46 to go in the first quarter as the Jets won 17-13 over the Bills. Steve Barrett did do a face the franchise. Had like I would say 40 episodes. I know he at least won one Super Bowl. I mean, but I'm only going to be the math 19. Well, there's at least going to be one more episode. This episode and somehow the next one, and then hopefully two more after that. But it could be only this one and the next one, and that would only happen if we lost in the divisional round. And I don't know. I think the Packers are going to be in. As the Titans won 33-27 over the Lions. That was 3rd and 10. So I'm 2 for 5, 75 yards, 1 touchdown. So minute 31 they go in the first quarter. Bears take over and they did nothing. And there's 9 seconds to go in the first quarter. I thought they were so close it looked like, but maybe they threw an interception or maybe they punted or they missed a field goal or something. Here we go. I'm on to pass him. Let's go. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter, and we're up 7-0. 3 for 6, 101 yards, 1 touchdown for BJ. Let's go with half that flip screen. One to Henry going out right. And I roll out like this, and then Larry toss it like about 2 feet in front of me. Henry, oh, juked him. And he does get, I think, 7 yards. Yeah, 7 yards. He ran probably about 15, but because he caught about 8 yards behind, or at least 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Colts won 31-7 over the Jaguars. I'm not sure why I'm doing all these updates, but I'm doing updates of teams that aren't in the playoff contention. Did sideline catch. First down. Carolina lost 28-7 over the Panthers, or the Saints won 28-7 over the Panthers, and I know the Panthers ended up going 7-8-1, and the Saints went 8-8. So really, Panthers went 8-7-1, and the Saints went 8-8. So Panthers might have a slight chance, and they both probably have a slight chance, but I don't know who has the best record over there. It's close to the first down. Another first and goal. And now it's 7-1. Let's show a stick. Cincinnati ended up going on, and well, I just forgot. Like, so that's the first no touchdown, first and goal. But I'm not sure what they did in 2019. I know what they did in not real life, what 2-14. But here they went 8-8. I'm not sure what their record was in 2019 in this world. The real record was 2-14. I think it was better than 2-14. It might have been 0-16. The Chargers went 31-10 over the. They won 31-10 over the Dolphins. So not PA. Switzerland. And Giants won 28-21 over the Browns, and then the Giants won like 10-6, and the Browns like. And the Giants went 6-10, and the Browns went 10-6. So we beat the Browns 52-3 in my Super Bowl and franchise. In career mode and face the franchise, we both played the Chargers and we both won. Then C's Packers in career mode won against the Chargers in Super Bowl 54 in Miami, and then Vinny J's Buccaneers won against the Chargers in Miami, and then my Packers, well, obviously as the head coach, Vinny J, my franchise won 52-3. I remember that score over the Browns in Super Bowl 54 in Miami. By the way, Super Bowl 55 is in Tampa Bay, and somehow in real life the Buccaneers get there. Like the Vikings, if they got there, they would have been the road team. Because in Super Bowl 52, every even Super Bowl, the AFC team's the home team, so they would have been at their own stadium, but they would have been in the visitor locker room. Here, if we make it to the Super Bowl, we're gonna be the home team in our own locker room at our own stadium. That would be the first time in NFL history that a team that's or stadium, say the Bucket, in the Vikings stadium hosting the Super Bowl. First time that the team stadium that's hosting the Super Bowl, that team's actually in the Super Bowl. Like the Bucket, Raymond James Stadium, home of the Buccaneers, is hosting Super Bowl 55. And the Buccaneers, there's never been a team that, like, when the Superdome hosted it, the Saints were never in the Super Bowl. That it was in the Superdome. So basically, there was never a Super Bowl that whatever stadium was in, that team that played there never was actually that team was naturally never playing in the Super Bowl. There's been teams that the Saints play in the Super Bowl, but they never played one at their own stadium. Like, there hasn't been a Super Bowl that the team that plays there played in the Super Bowl that's at their stadium. Like there's never, and that would be the first time in NFL history. That does happen. Well, I doubt that's gonna happen. Well, Charles Davis and not Larry Ridley. Up to the 42, first down, 14 seconds to go. But Brandon Donnan and Charles Davis, they might say something if we did there. And it's not only like the Vikings. If they got there, they would have been the road team locker room. As the Packers won 17-3 over the Rams. Here we go. We gotta hurry, roll out. We in the field goal range. That would get us in. No, 8 seconds to go, and we're still at the 42. 2nd down and 10. Let's go with that. Cardinals. Oh yeah, we already knew that. But the Panthers are made in the playoffs. Gotta hurry. Oh, busted wide open. Timeout. Where are we? At the 35 with 2 seconds left. 2 seconds left. Can we get the field goal? We do. Before halftime, I get the ball. 2:37 to go in the 3rd quarter. Murray went 14 for 18, 141 yards, 3 touchdown passes. Not even 150 yards. And girl down the backfield. Got him. No, never mind. Not sure what happened. I'm not sure what happened. Let's watch the replay. It was Gurley with an old defensive lineman on a tail. Oh, he had it, but then when it was going down, a defender or something, he dropped it, or the defender poked it out of his hands. 2.5 to go in the 3rd quarter. 17-0 Tampa Bay. So we won 35-31 in Week 16 at Saints at home on Sunday Night Football. He's wide open. Got him, Coach Evans. Touchdown. Touchdown Buccaneers. His goal was to have 8. He has 38 now. Last year he had 50. He's not known at 50 this year, but I mean 38. That's a lot. Right before I got hit by a Bears player, right before I got hit, and they do get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, so they're only down by 2 touchdowns and 2 2-point conversions. At minute 25, they go in the third quarter. But only really 4.5 minutes left to play, because remember it's only 3-minute quarters. Gurley again, and this time he catches it. 12 for 19, 303 yards, 3 touchdowns. PA guys. By the way, an extra end. Buffalo 11-5. Jets might have a chance 9-7. They might get a 6th seed wild card. Evans 1-on-1 coverage to the end zone. 44 seconds to go in the third quarter. 7 down and 10. PA wide drag wheel. The Ravens were 10-6, and the Steelers were 5-11. They lost 24-14 against the Ravens at home in week 17. That's 3rd and 10 with 39 seconds to go. I only have 3. I think I had more. I only have like 8,000 passing yards. Last year I had 10,000. Yeah, the Vikings aren't making the playoffs at 5-11. And Lions are at 7-9. And the Packers won the NFC North. As what a catch! Down to 15, half a minute to go in the third quarter. First down, Tampa Bay. There's probably there might be one more play unless there's an incompletion after this. As that's caught down to the 7. It's gonna be 10-2 and it'll be in the fourth quarter. We're up 24 to 8 with the 3 quarters to play. Let's go with next. Last quarter of the 2020 NFL regular season. And it is caught. He got a big hit. Is he dead? Okay, he's not hurt. He's not dead. Oh, Bray. Cameron Bray, his first touchdown of the year in week 17 in the final quarter of the season. Final quarter of the season, I did his first touchdown. And again, they did another touchdown, 2-point conversion. So they're only down by 15. So they're down by 2 touchdowns, 1 extra point, and 1 2-point conversion. So basically 2 touchdowns, 2-point conversion, and extra point. And yeah, they had no hope. That'll probably take us to the 2-minute warning unless it calls timeout, but it won't. So yeah, 2-minute warning. We're up 31 to 16. We're on Sunday Night Football. Last 2 minutes of the 2020 regular season. Here we go. To the end zone, 1-on-1 Evans! Oh, he caught it out of bounds. Let's go with halfback dive. They did the ball to Henry for the first time. The Dolphins were 8-8. Chargers were 10-6. They missed the playoffs this past season, but in 2018 season they did make the playoffs. So the Bears called their first time out, as that's no yards. But they were in field goal range and made it a 3-score game. Made it an 18-point lead. That's 3 scores. As Henry get the first. He breaks some tackles. First down, Tampa Bay. And that's going to probably seal it up. Matt has 1 tackle. Down to the 15, 1st and 10 for Tampa Bay. I'm trying for 1,000 rushing yards. He's almost halfway up, 51%. But Bears call their final timeout. 2nd and 10, no down on that play. Minute 51 to go. Let's go with play action flood. PA. Oh, I'm not gonna do that. Triangle, and he's down to the 1 with a minute and a half to go in the game. Let's try to, I don't know. Let's go with inside zone, but I don't know with goal line. So let's see if Henry can get in there. Come on, Henry. He's kind of 4 rushes, 13 yards. Let's try. Let's go with halfback toss. The Patriots went 34-28 over the Seahawks. Broncos won 28-21 over the Raiders. My goodness. Let's go with halfback dive. So the goal line, Tennessee won 21-18 over the Texans. Texans went 9-7. Titans went 8-8 as that will go down to the 3-yard line. Yeah, I know I call it timeout 17 seconds, like 4th and goal. 20-yard field goal made by Matt Perret. We're up 34-16, up by 18, touchback. 15 seconds to go. 3-yard rush, 12 seconds to go. And apparently we have the ball at, I think let's go with gun. Let's go with close halfback wheel. We're at our own they're 35. They turned it over. Yeah, here we go. And it is a touchdown! Cowboys won 28-14 over the 49ers. 100th passing touchdown this season. 5 in the game. I came with 95. Good thing I threw that, so I had triple digits.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence.
And the PAT is good. 2 seconds to go. I'm not sure. Time's a run and kicked off by I think our punter with 1 second to go. And that's the game. As we finished 16-0, the Bears finished 7-9. Tied for second place because the Lions went 7-9 and then the Vikings went 5-11. And then franchise, that's where the Vikings went 0-16. Yeah, because the Vikings went 0-16 in franchise. We went 41-16, 414 passing yards, 19 rushing yards. Yeah, 12.3 average yards per play. 1 takeaway for us. Yeah, 1972 Dolphins and the 2007 Patriots are the only other 2 teams.
They wanted desperately to finish at 500, but that won't happen, as it'll be a 7-9 season in the end. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end.
So I'm going to show you. So he had 1 passing touchdown, 205 yards. He had a better completion percentage, but I had 414 yards, 5 passing touchdowns, sadly 100 on the year. Last year I think I had more than, I don't know, I know I had more than 100. Didn't I do that last one? So I had triple digits. Evans had, I think, 40 this year, 41. Last year I had even 50. So we're going to see who we're playing up. So I did this for career mode, and then at the end of the video I told you we were playing franchise. We're playing the 49ers. I got a text from Khalil Mack. Hey Vinny, saw him out there, man. I answer you. You take care of business, plain and simple. I'll do one for you guys. Earn 1,000 XP for VJ. Going to the playoffs. As I said who's on. I forgot we were in the NFC South, so the Panthers actually could be. They were 8-6-1. Saints went 7-8. How is that possible though? Falcons went 5-10, so I said the Patriots are having a good time. NFC North, not sure why. I just realized it's not saying. It doesn't say. I'm not sure why. But it will be back to 6-minute quarters for career mode and face the franchise for the playoffs. So, I mean, we're on to go with stats. So the season, yeah, I had 10,200 passing yards last season. I only had 8,157 this year. Let's show the passing touchdowns. I had 124 last season. So my passing yards and passing touchdowns went down from last season to this season. I mean, Payton at 2013, 55. He doubled me this year. Didn't double. Well, I doubled more than doubled him in 2019. But 2020, I didn't. I doubled Tom Brady though in 07 when they went undefeated. He had I also doubled Patrick Mahomes' record from 2018 had 50 out of 100 this year. I had 124 last year. Career, well, I mean, Brady's at the lead over Breeze, and then really, I'm getting there. I mean, I'm at 18,000, but I'm never gonna get, well, almost. So we're back. We're about 24 minutes. So we're gonna we're not sending the wild card weekends. We're not in it. Simulating 2020 regular season week 17. Going to the 2020 wild card week, I guess, or weekend.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
So, so those are the pattern. I think they're traveling to New Orleans. Is the AFC, the Browns actually. Ravens and Browns tied, but the Ravens had a tiebreaker, so the Ravens clinched the AFC North, but the Browns did clinch the wild card. Not sure which wild card. Jaguars clinched the AFC South. Texans a game back. Colts and Titans 2 games back. AFC East. Patriots clinched the best record in the AFC and the AFC East, 12-4, and they still have Tom Brady in this world. Bills 11-5 clinched the playoffs. Jets 9-7. Dolphins 8-8. NFC West, Chargers won the division. NFC North, Counter's clinched division, went 10-6, and we beat them in I think week 4. It was off camera, so it's like, Lions and Bears at 7-9, Vikings at 5-11. Buccaneers clinched best record in the AFC, and then the Panthers and Saints clinched the playoffs. So the 2 wild cards in the NFC are from the NFC South. NFC East, Cowboys won the division, 13-3. And NFC West, Rams at 13-3, but the Seahawks 9-7 on the division. And that's at the East. So the schedule, playoff schedule. I'm not sure. I don't know the. It looks like the Packers are in wild card weekend. It's the Saints. So it looks like they're playing on Sunday. The last game I didn't realize last game of wild card weekend at Lambeau. I think it's the number. Saints are. Not sure what the seedings are. Well, they're 3-6 because it's 3, 6, 4, 5. So not Seahawks. Seahawks are 3 because the Panthers are 6. I think the Seahawks are 3. Seahawks are 3. The Panthers are 4. Saints are 5, and the Panthers are 6. So who has the bye? Doesn't say, but I actually didn't look. But yeah, we could be facing the Packers. They're 4, aren't they? So unless 6 can win, we might not be. We did last year. Let's go to AFC. So it looks like it's 1. The Patriots and the Bills get the bye. 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. The Bills are up. Actually, no. The Bills don't have it. They clinched the wild card, so. Wild card. No. I think it's the Patriots. It's 1. Patriots are 1. Chargers are 2. Ravens are 3. Jaguars are 4. Bills are 5, and the Browns are 6. The Browns are 6. I think that's the right analogy. And that's that. So we're 1. Cowboys have the bye 2. Packers are actually 3. Now Saints are 4. Yeah, the Packers are 3 like in real life. This past year. No, they weren't. What did I say? No, there were 2. Why were they? There were 2, but yeah, here they're 3. And then the Seahawks are 4, Panthers are 5, and the Saints are 6. The Eagles, I mean, they only were about half a game back. Redskins almost made it, but we're gonna see what we're playing. Division. It says division. I mean, it said next week wild card. Now it says next week division championship. But let's at 2020 simulated 2020 wild card playoff week. Now we're on the divisional weekend, and we are playing the Seahawks. So. I don't know, I wasn't in there, but Seahawks were. Did they just upset the Packers? Yeah. No, they're not. Packers didn't win. Packers won 28-21, but they were 3. And when three wins, like the Saints were this past year, they won 28-21. When 3 wins, they go to 2, and we're not 2. The Cowboys are 2, so it's a rematch of the 2016 NFC Divisional Round playoff game. And the Seahawks won 24-10 over the Panthers. And then the Browns won 31-21 over the Ravens, and the Bills won 23-17 over the Jaguars. That's a rematch of the 2017 AFC wildcard game. So now it's first day of the weekend. Or Bills at Chargers, then Packers at Cowboys, the Saturday night game, and then it's the Browns at Patriots, and then we're the last game of the weekend, Seahawks at Buccaneers. 4:30 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Eastern on Saturday, and then 1 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. And by the way, I'm 3-4 in Dynasty, and I'll be the show 20, and I'm 11-10 in Dynasty, and I'll be the show 19. So yeah, I'm not but sell on with the show 19 when I did Madden 21. The day it turns out, the stuff should be over by then, the coronavirus. I mean, that should be August. I mean, right now GameStop's not open, but it should be open by August. And it didn't, I wish 20 came out when it did, because if it didn't, I would have to do it like some online version, because I think it's closed. I just not Amazon, because Amazon's still. So I got Rocket League, so 9-7 Seahawks travel. The Buccaneers are 16-0. So it's the Final Four in the NFC is the Seahawks, Buccaneers, Cowboys, and Packers. Well, obviously, total between the two conferences is a final 8 right now. Or I guess in basketball it's Elite 8, and they canceled the March Madness. I want to do that bracket, which I completely demolished my mom and dad last year. But it's only next year if there's not another virus that everyone knows crazy about. Other than that, I tells no board, he gets up, so his like button. Hit the like button for undefeated season. I think I'm on rookie, and I was undefeated season. Franchise twice, career mode twice. Now face the franchise twice, but yeah. Other than that, I tells no board, if you gets up, so hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Make sure that red subscribe button is gray and to subscribe, and make sure to click the bell and click all so you're notified every time I post a new video. And you know what, I'm going to see you in episode number 17 of Vinny J Madden 20 Face of the Franchise series. See you in episode number 17, which will be the NFC Division Round playoff game against the Seahawks at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay, Florida. Thank you for watching, guys. See you next time, and eat a lot of bacon.